to coast now, and I have tried to help people as I can. I will restart it then. Just a sec. If Paintown hadn't been filled with hubris, we wouldn't have a country of mist. They thought they were so powerful, so special, so completely in control that they never saw the end coming. Now we gotta clean up their mess. The mist is pushing out from coast to coast now, and I have tried to help people as much as I can. The Morgan Institute, a group of like minded individuals funded by myself, Vincent Augustus Morgan. You can call me Gus. We work together to try to minimize the damage and impact of people coming into mythological power. Our crews are made up of people our institute has helped in the past, people who want to give back, but we are not acting in a void. There are others who seek to guide the hand of fate. Not everybody is an honest broker in this world. So let's work together. Let's help each other. Let's lend a hand to pick up the pieces of this broken world. You ride in the back of a nondescript van through a country road. The agent you know as Springfield is in the driver's seat, a person with dark hair and light brown skin who is as nondescript as their vehicle. Suddenly, the world grows dark. You have experienced this before. The world lights up again, and you are on a small street in a one-horse kind of town. Springfield stops at a light, and they look back at you. Welcome to Boulder Junction. Good luck, y'all. And with that, welcome to Singularity Roleplay for our first episode of Country of Mist, a blend of investigation and action all fused into the City of Mist system. We have our safety tools in place here at the table, but it's important to know that this game does have horror elements and may not be suitable for all audiences. If at any point during the stream you become uncomfortable or find the topics discussed to be too much, please take care of yourself. We'll be here when you get back. This particular game has the following content warnings that some may consider to be disturbing: strong language, religion, alcoholism, liminal spaces, and deaths by firearm. I am Synthetic, your primary collaborator and director of the series. Let's go around in overlay order and have our players introduce themselves, their characters, the legend behind their characters, and the pronouns of both them and their characters. Starting with Alan.
I got really warm, so I had to take off my sweater, and I didn't get there all the way in time. Hi, everybody. My name's Alan, the All-Seeing Eye, also known as Panopticon. You probably have seen me on the channel many a time with my own City of Mist games, and I will be playing the role of Deacon Brandt, Disgraced Pastor, and Rift of Lucifer the Fallen.
And your pronouns.
Oh, he, him, both.
Thank you, sir. Next, moving over to Knox.
I was like, oh no, it's my turn, but it was okay because I want to still say so. Hi everyone, I'm Knox, her pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm playing Serena Ortiz, who's also uses she, her, hers, and she's totally a Rift of the Little Mermaid. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Love that. And then moving over to Medi.
Hi, I'm Medi. I'll be playing Medi, she, her pronouns, and I'll be playing Lily Bai, who is whose mythology is Madam Whitesnake. She, her pronouns as well, and what else? What was it?
That was it.
Okay, that's good.
And last but not least, Nick.
Hello there. I am Nick, he, they, and I will be playing as Jade Howe, she, her, who is also from the Legend of Whitesnake legend. Yeah.
Fantastic. And of course, I'm Synthetic. My pronouns are they, them. and let's go on and get into the scene. Now, for those of you, you're playing City of Mist for the first time, I want to point out to you an oft forgotten thing. It is called the flashback mechanic. Since we are starting in media res, once per session, you can describe an action carried out by your character in the past and make a move for that action. The outcome of the move affects the current scene. Or you can describe events from your backstory that become relevant now. I can award you with 1 juice or 1 clue, depending on your description. I'm telling you that because I forget to do that all the time when I'm playing City of Mist. So,
I
have at
forget
it.
that it exists too.
You all are in Boulder Junction. You're on the main street. On down the road, it's one of the few paved roads in the town. There is a post office, a sheriff's office, and a bar that you see over you named Dusty's Place. If you have any questions that you would like to ask, Springfield does typically give you information on the case as you come in. So, does anyone have questions that they'd like to ask Springfield as you get going?
I look at Springfield and reach into my cassock for a flask and go, Springfield, what the fuck are we doing here?
Well, first of all, we got pinged because bodies have been found here about 3 different times. And they got bullet holes with no bullets in them. Sounded like one of ours. Most recent one happened in Dusty's Place. Now, something that I want to ask is, do you all want to have a cover of being like agents or something along those lines? Or do you want to pull the, like, you're just private investigator?
ACAB.
Yeah.
I think for Deacon, he's definitely gonna pull the I'm a priest card. I'm here to see some dead bodies and give last rites.
Okay.
Jade
That
will just
works.
roll with whatever the majority. She does not care.
Fair
And
enough.
likewise, Lily, at least that should just be actually probably a consultant, medical consultant, forensics
Okay.
consultant.
That makes sense to
Is
me.
that a thing?
Yeah.
Hmm.
If it wasn't, it can be in this universe. So, the question is, would you like to start? You have the most recent crime scene at Dusty's Place, or you have the sheriff's office here in town. You could also split up, and 2 of you go to one, and 2 of you go to the other.
We all know where Deacon's going.
I think I'll go to the sheriff's office.
Okay.
Yeah, Jade will go to the body.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then-
that was what I was really implying. Like that, I thought they had the happening to work there.
Yeah. Then, Knox, would you like to join Medi at the...
Sure.
Okay. Then we'll go ahead and start at Dusty's Place. This is a dive if you've ever seen a dive. You have an old dartboard hanging up that's barely hanging up anymore. Doesn't even have like a set of darts nearby. And you have a billiards table that is missing a few of the balls. Now, you also have the bartender, Dusty Rogers. He is a big, gregarious white guy with dusty blonde hair, 6'2", big build. And he is from, well, we'll talk to when you get to talking to him.
All right. I just kind of saunter on in, look around the place, get a feel for what kind of clientele would walk in here, pass by the pool table, and just kind of haphazardly roll one of the balls around, then go up to Dusty and be like, "Let me get a whiskey neat."
You want well, or you want something from the high shelf?
Give me something good.
Okay. I got you. And he goes up, pours a non-labeled liquor because you can't show the labels in media.
Yeah.
Let's just say that it has a very distinct bottle to it that looks like there's a wax seal of some kind. Trust me, Alan knows exactly the brand that I'm talking about.
Yep.
He pours a finger for you and hands it over the bar. How can I help you?
Thought I'd just mosey on into town. I heard there was some problems down here.
Yeah. Big problems. I've been here for about 10 years now, and never once. We had, dust ups going on, that kind of thing. But never once did we have something like this.
I pick up the whiskey, take a sip from it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Why don't you tell me all about it, friend?
Well, the guy that got himself dead went by the name of Rodney Davidson. And he was here with a couple of other people. There's a regular named Alejandro. And there was a lady by the name of Denise. There was an argument. That was about it. But by the end, there was a bullet hole in Rodney. Nothing was sitting in him, man.
No gunshots, no nothing.
Didn't hear nothing. It was like it came from outside the bar.
Interesting. Take another sip on my drink, and I want to look around again. Can I roll an investigate?
Sure. Okay, so bringing in, you have investigate being one of your roles. You are using your abilities to seek answers to burning questions. You roll plus power. On a hit, you get clues equal to your power. You can spend your clues to ask questions about it, and we'll see if you get a 10 plus or if you get a 7 and 9. Now, I like whenever you've got somebody there. Nick, are you helping in this investigation in any way?
Jade is just standing like a couple of steps behind Deacon, and she's giving off that bodyguard vibe. Doesn't really engage, but she's keeping an eye out around, looking for anyone that looks sketchy, looking our way, a bit too interested in us. So, in a way, yes.
Okay. Then, Alan, go ahead and take +1, and then do you have power tags that would be relevant in this situation?
think the only one that I can really use here is drunk word, sober thoughts. We're in a bar. I feel like, loose lips as well as, former bar brawls could probably tell you a lot about what happens here.
Okay.
I also want to invoke hungover.
I was actually going to invoke hungover if you didn't. So go ahead and give yourself a -1, so you have a total of a +1.
That's going to be a 12.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you have clues equal to power. You're getting 1 power from the assistants, and then the other is measured out. So you are not exposed to danger. You do notice that Dusty seems to be being a little bit cagey about the situation. Like there's something that he knows that he's not letting on to for some reason.
Okay. For my one question, is there anything that would appear as if like shots were fired inward from outside?
There is no broken glass, no damage to any of the walls. So if a shot was fired from the outside, the best you can tell is it would have had to come in an open door.
All right.
Otherwise, you're not sure of where the origin of the bullet might have been.
All right. Also, I forgot that Jade came with me. I thought Jade went with the rest of the group. I thought it was by myself.
I said the
So that's
body
my-
because I thought the body was still at the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will say, crime scene had just been here. There is an area that is roped off. So the body is still here, has not been moved yet.
Okay.
Oh.
Probably something for Jade to do because I am terrible at investigation.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, Jade is horrible at it too, but she will go to the body.
Okay.
Because it doesn't require her interacting with someone that can talk.
Fair enough.
Is the body still exposed or is like covered by a blanket or?
It's covered at this point.
She just goes past the police tape and let's go next to the body. And as she does, she's just gonna keep an eye around to see if there's anyone is paying a bit too much attention to the crime scene area.
Okay. Then why don't you also make an investigate roll?
Right.
So you're rolling plus power if you've got anything that you think might help you in this situation.
Don't can't really justify any of this except maybe rely on no one but yourself. I'm deliberately going away from Deacon.
That's fair.
But that will just bring it up to a 6. I rolled a 5.
Well, I will say, I'll give you this outright. I think that control over your emotions and thoughts would be a good one as well.
Oh, okay. So that brings it to a partial hit.
There you go. So with that, you also choose one. Either your investigation exposes you to danger. The clues you get are fuzzy, incomplete, or part true, part false. Or whoever or whatever you are asking the questions can ask you one question as well. You answer on the same turn.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say that the dead body will not ask me any questions, so I'll pick from the first two.
That's fair.
You know what? We're a bit too early in the game to expose to danger, so I'm gonna pick the clue is fuzzy, incomplete, or part true, part false.
Okay. So what you get from examining the body, then you have two questions that you can ask. But as you're looking at this person, it looks like he died quick. you are not seeing any like facial expression, no pain. It's just a resting face that you are looking at. And there is a bullet hole in the forehead. It doesn't even have any. There's no blood around the wound. There's no
So it's
gore.
just like a perfect hole.
Just a perfect hole.
Yeah, I sort of like just nonchalantly lift the blanket away and just expose the dead body just like that. I'm gonna look around and like along the hands, like extremities. Is there like any bruising to show like a sign of struggle?
There isn't any bruising to show a sign of a struggle. No. It looks like whatever happened quick, and he wasn't even aware of what was happening.
I'm gonna go through his pockets to see if there's anything interesting that he's carrying on his person.
A couple of things I'll note about Rodney. Rodney is about 6 foot tall, rail thin, very tightly trimmed goatee and mustache. He's wearing a black bandana. And as you go through, you just see his ID. You don't see any other big things. He was an organ donor.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Jade sort of like just sighs to herself, just covers the body back up and go. Is there anyone else around the bar besides the bartender?
At this point, no. It's pretty early in the day, and it looks like the place is pretty much cleared out. Like, Dusty seemingly fought to keep the place open, but that's about it.
All right. The cat just peeking on the camera.
I love it.
Distracted me.
Hazel is a menace to
All right,
society, but mostly to Nox.
Holy shit, it's because there's a huge fucking bug at the top of the,
Oh,
the
God.
window on outside.
Oh,
Nope,
damn.
nope. Okay.
All right. Jade is gonna be extremely impatient because this kind of stuff sort of like not really her thing. So after just getting nothing from the body, she just cover over. She's just gonna head to the bar and just sort of like loudly puts a hand on the table right next to Deacon and just go, "All right, we've wasted enough time. Where can we find Alejandro and Denise?"
Well, I can get you their addresses.
Please.
And Alan, do you want to follow up on the feeling that Dusty knows something?
Yeah, right before he starts to walk away, I'm gonna like stand up to my full height and be like, "Why are you lying to me?"
Okay. Then let's go ahead and do that as a convince roll. This one is when you use your abilities to talk, threaten, or seduce someone into doing something, roll plus power. On a hit, choose a relative status equal to power. Your target can choose to either take the status or change their agenda to include yours, at least for the time being, on a 10 plus. What would you like to use as your power for that?
Making sinners sweat, clergy vestments, and divine defiance.
Okay. Then I think I'm going to go ahead and invoke your can't be trusted.
That's fair.
And go ahead and make your roll at a +2.
6, 2, 8, 10.
Nice. Okay. So I didn't want to tell the cops about it, but I swear, when Rodney came in, that shirt he was wearing, it was white. And now you look at the body, it's black. I don't know how that happened.
Wait, so he was killed inside your bar and you saw no one change his clothes?
No. I looked away because I'm on my own. When somebody having a disagreement, I'm on my own unless hands get thrown.
Okay. All right. Jade is gonna head back to the body. She's gonna take his shirt.
Okay.
Undressing a dead guy. Oh god.
I haven't even looked towards the body. I'm just staring straight into Dusty's eyes. And there's like a hint of a smile that says, "Remember, son, never lie to a priest."
Okay. And you just see it's like I got some
Yeah, go with God.
he just walks back to his office and shuts the door.
I return back to Deacon's side with the guy's shirt, and I just sort of like thrust it into his. All right, do your thing, devil man. Scan it, whatever. Sniff out the perpetrator, then let us get out of here.
Actually, you would be able to do this if you would like. If you would like, there is a move called Look Beyond the Mist. All people that have rifts within them are capable of doing this. So if you would like, you can be the one to do that.
I think I'll let Deacon do it if he wants.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and look beyond the mist. It's gonna be a 9.
Okay. God, Look Beyond the Mist isn't on the player moves.
It should be. It's plus mythos, and then it acts just like investigate.
Okay. So you have a
1.
1 on your juice. And what's the 7 and 9 on it?
Same thing as investigate.
Okay. Well then, would you like investigation exposes you to danger? Clues are fuzzy, incomplete, or part true, part false?
You know what? I'll
Or-
take the danger.
Okay.
Let's go. A shirt? Danger.
So you pick up this shirt and you look beyond the mist. It's not something that you've ever seen before. But whenever you look beyond the mist, the shirt's white.
What happens when I look at the body?
When you look at the body, you also notice the bandana is red.
Good lord, something's fucky here.
Clearly, does it help us find out who's responsible?
No, not yet, but it does give us an idea that somebody's able to manipulate reality.
She walks out the bar.
Okay. Then, on that note, we will move over to Lily and Serena, speaking to the sheriff. Now, the sheriff is Paula Hernandez. She's a 5 foot tall Latina woman with a small frame and dark, piercing eye. When you come in, she just says, "Can I help you?"
Hello. It's like we're it's like here to it's like we're consultants here to invest to kind of inquire regarding a recent homicide
Ah,
over at Dusty's.
you from the county medical examiner office?
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah, we've been waiting for you. I'm back. It's okay. It's okay. I know we don't get these all the time, but yeah, I'll take you back to the bodies.
Yeah, thank you kindly.
There are 2 bodies in the morgue. One of them is about 6'3" black man. That would be Robert, local drunk. He works over at the mill. Most people do. Rodney wasn't caught dead over there, though, so I don't have any connection. And then there is a woman, white woman, smaller frame. That would be Tina Michaels. Not the nicest person to encounter. You notice, very similarly to what I described with Rodney, they have simple bullet hole, and as Paula says, nothing recovered from the bodies, so I don't have any forensics to do. Sorry if this is a waste of your time.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, there's well, everybody leaves something behind. No,
That's my experience.
indeed.
Not this time.
I beg to differ. You might just have a look still. She
Okay.
maybe just kind of like, as opposed to her gloves.
All right. Then why don't you go ahead and make an investigate roll yourself?
Okay.
And would you like Serena to assist in this in any way?
I think I can handle it. Like,
Okay.
I think I would invoke the power tag forensics.
Okay.
Let's see, it's 2d6, right?
Yes. And you also would probably get eye for detail. And
Okay.
honestly, this is one of those sideways things that you might look to invoke things that don't necessarily sound but the a good liar, since you got access using this.
Okay. That's a 6. Do you factor in bonuses from power tags?
Yes. So you'll add 3.
Okay, so that'll be a 9 then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, same situation. You actually have 3 questions you can ask, but you do have to choose one. Either your investigation exposes you to danger, the clues you get are fuzzy, incomplete, or part true, part false, or whoever or whatever you are asking the questions can ask you one question as well. And in this case, that would be Paula.
Okay. Let's just expose myself to danger.
Okay.
Get some supernatural stuff going.
Okay. Go ahead then. And what are your 3 questions?
Yeah, can she tell what sort of weapon, like what type of weapon might have been used, like the like caliber bullet
Yeah,
might have left the holes?
definitely. With an examination of the wounds, you would say, let's see. Uh, this would be from an old gun. The bullet hole is reminiscent of the Colt single action army, the single action revolver handgun. So it is a 6-shooter.
Okay.
And antique.
Okay. And what can she find any is it like, for example, is there like any like kind of common sort of residue fit between the two?
With that, you are finding no medical evidence that there has been a bullet in this hole.
Okay. What about on the bodies? Like but had they any sort of commonality, like where they might have, like seem to have like tracked just like dirt, for example, like I guess uh dirt, paint, whichever that that this seems like the accounts you went to the exact some sort of similar places.
Nothing that you can tell. There is on Tina's body, there are traces of what you think might be salt water.
Okay. Going to ask Powell like so, like how far is the closest beach here?
You are miles away from anything like that. Probably about 2 days drive to the closest beach.
Curious. I'm saying, like late, Tina here, like clearly went for a swim, like just not recently.
Only thing I can think of is down at the old hardware store. There used to be a saltwater tank. That's about the closest any of us got to saltwater around here.
Okay, making a note of that. And she's going. Lily's gonna go and just maybe uh, actually maybe to me like check for like any sort of personal effects. If there maybe some sort of common link between them. If they
Yeah,
even belong to any sort of any Steam membership cards or
no commonalities like that. You do notice though that Tina was wearing a black cowboy hat, and just the oddest thing that there's also, I forgot the name because I came up with it offhand. I didn't expect the medical person to examine bodies. That was a stupid thing for me.
Mistake.
at least
But
for Lily's particular situation.
yeah,
I mean, she double dips into
yeah.
forensics.
They the other man is also wearing a just solid black shirt, or was.
Okay. I guess like would seeing through the mist like pull out pro to say as a similar situation.
Yeah, you can go ahead and either you could do that, or if
Yeah, so yeah, if
you wanted to have Knox do it for Serena. Up to
yeah,
y'all.
I'm
Lily,
muted. It's up to you.
yeah, you should do that.
Okay, so I was about to roll my meds. God, that's the
It's
most disabled
2d6
thing.
plus 1.
Okay. Okay. That's a 7.
Okay. So, you have been exposed to danger already with Lily. Would you like to do similar, or would you like to get...
Yeah, double dip.
Okay. So, you do get the information. When you look beyond the mist, you can see that Tina was wearing like a white rhinestone cowboy hat, like very gaudy, very ostentatious, but when you're not looking beyond the mist, it looks like a black cowboy hat. And the other man was wearing a jersey, and now it just looks like a black shirt. Now, really quickly, what are either... Well, first let's go to Lily. What is Lily wearing currently?
Lily's probably like wearing this I guess like is it pantsuit? Is it it's like it's more kind of white blouse, like very professional looking.
Yeah.
Get that?
You said a white blouse?
Yes.
Okay. Your blouse turns black.
Well,
And what is Serena currently wearing?
Serena's currently wearing like a blue dress with like a black like corset top looking thing over it,
Okay.
and a black ribbon in her hair.
Nothing changes for you.
That's weird.
concerning. Um, yeah, we should probably like regroup with the others, and I guess like she probably be a little bit alert and right now, just in case like um sudden gunshots, but
Fair.
or holes appearing where they should not be.
As you are getting ready to leave, Paulus says, just so you know, Rodney, I'm glad he's gone. And these two, bad apples. And you know what they say about bad apples. They spoil the bunch, and they were spoiling Boulder Junction. I don't agree with whatever happened, but I'll say I'm happy that there's fewer drunken disorderlies going to be happening.
Uh, do all three of them like drink a lot, or just Ronnie in general?
They were frequenters of Dusty's place, but just about everybody in town is. And just so you know, keep an eye out. There was somebody a few weeks ago from the NSA came snooping around. They interviewed a guy, Alejandro, that he works at the mill. I don't think that he could have done anything, but he went missing about a week ago. Didn't show up to work. He probably knows something, and I hope he isn't mixed up in something bad. I can't remember, though. And you see her drain as she tries to remember anything about the NSA agent. And she just kind of crosses her eyes almost in pain. I'm sorry. I should go take some Tylenol.
Yes, but thanks. Thank you for like the tip off.
Of course, of course. If there's anything I can do to help you with paperwork or anything, let me know.
We'll let you know.
And
Like I guess like with that, like Lily's, probably start heading out.
yeah,
Probably should make a note to change.
so from there, would you like to collect back at the van to reconnoiter?
Yep.
Okay. When you do have clothes that you could change into that Springfield has for you. Would you like to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
Just get out of that ominous blouse.
Yeah. When you do, the next shirt that you change into also turns jet black. And I
Oh.
think that actually might be a good spot for us to take our break. It's a little early, but fine. It's fine. I don't know what pacing is. About 10-15 minutes, we'll be back for more Country of Mist. Not sure if we're out yet.
I don't think we're.
We're not. Hey,
Okay. Hi.
How are y'all doing today? Have you drank water?
That's a good point. There was a hydrate.
We're still on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's me stuff.
I pinged Meg. And welcome back, everybody, to Country of Mist here on Singularity Roleplay. When we left off, two of our investigators have had parts of their outfit turn black. Just one of them was already black, to confirm that for everyone. So from Dusty, you did have the ability to go to a couple of different places. There was the lumber mill, but there was also Alejandro's house and Denise's house. So y'all can split that up however you want. But there are 3 locations for you to go.
Let's
3
check out
possible
Alejandro's
locations.
house.
Okay.
Are we all together right now?
I figured y'all came back to the van and then were splitting up again.
All right.
Yeah, Lily's going to just at least like fill everyone in on everything.
Okay.
Also, like this, suspecting it. Yeah, I'm likely going to be the next target. From the looks of it.
I'll just follow Deacon wherever he goes.
Okay.
That might be a bad choice.
So where is Deacon heading?
Honestly, if I had to make a choice, I might either go to the lumber mill or to Alejandro.
Okay.
What was about the lumber house that we were?
The lumber mill was where Alejandro worked, as well as one of the previous victims there.
Yeah, then I think that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the lumber mill.
Okay.
All right, I shall
And
follow.
Serena, where would you like to go?
I, um,
Would you like a breakdown of where people were going?
yep.
Uh, Lily is going to Alejandro's house. And then Deacon and Jade are going to the lumber mill. Nobody's going to Denise's house, the person that was having an argument with Rodney.
That's probably then so that we get every place. Then I
Okay.
guess Serena will go there.
Okay. Then let's go ahead and start with that one then, talking to Denise. You come up to her. She has a middle class style house with yellow paint on the siding. And Denise herself is a tall, curvy black woman with a lot of laugh line wrinkle. And you just coming up and ringing the doorbell, so to speak. She'll come out and she has her hands like crossed in front of her arms. Can I help you?
Hi. I am with a team that's investigating the current string of deaths that have been happening, and your name came up during the investigation as having an argument with Rodney.
Rodney Davidson. And you can tell she's about to say that she doesn't have anything to say. Would you like to attempt a convince roll to get her to talk more?
Sure.
Okay. Then you would be rolling plus power. Do you have any power tags that would help you in this situation?
I don't know, street smarts or friend or hyper empathetic. Actually, that one might work.
Hyper empathetic, I'd give you street smarts. Also, you probably would be good to get a friend of the working class.
You said middle class.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why I didn't say it.
That's fair. Then you would just have those two, and I will invoke your high pain / anxiety. So
What?
so you have +1 total.
All right, that's a 7.
Okay, that's good enough to get an answer. So they will give in a little but protect their own agenda. Okay. So she says, You you aren't with the cops or anything?
Oh, fuck no. Sorry. I mean, of course, no, fuck no.
Oh, fuck, I'm glad. Okay. I mean, you know how it looks, right? Get in an argument and then
Yeah,
he's dead. Like, I
I
mean,
get it. I get angry really easily if everybody that I argued with ended up dead. I get it.
okay. All right. Fair enough. So, if I'm being honest, Rodney got what he deserved. He was a bad dude. And I didn't do anything to him, but if somebody didn't, you've seen that kind of guy, they're just going to get worse.
What do you mean, like specifically? Because I've been getting those vibes, but nobody said anything like specifically.
She's like, you know, he was not a good person to women folk, if you take my meaning.
Oh, unfortunately, yeah. Okay, I get
Yeah.
that. Yeah, okay.
I mean, Alejandro was there. I felt like it was getting taken care of. He stepped in between the two of us before things happened. And Alejandro, good guy. You know, I don't think anything happened with him. But he did say something about he got some cash recently.
Yeah, is that like a big, not usually happening?
No, I mean people usually they get what they're paid for, but no, he said he was talking about fixing up a place in town.
Hmm.
I don't know much more than that, but oh, of course, he said he wanted to breathe life back into Boulder Junction.
Uh-huh.
He felt like the town was going to the wayside.
Oh, yeah. That is there a thing that Boulder Junction used to be like really known for?
I mean, there used to be a copper mine,
Mm-hmm.
but it apparently dried up a long time ago.
Yeah. It really sucks for the people that live in the town when your main source of income goes away. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get that.
if if it hadn't been for the lumber mill, a lot of people would have gone without work.
Yeah, that I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Well, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad that somebody stepped in. I really hate when nobody steps in and just allows jackasses like that to keep on going. So I'm glad you're okay.
If it came down to it, I could handle my own,
Yeah,
but I'm glad I didn't have to.
yeah. Because then it would have looked worse.
True.
Yeah. Like this, you could just explain he was being a dick.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad you're okay though. Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you. It felt good to talk to somebody that didn't have an agenda.
Yeah, I get that. Okay. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. You have a good day.
You too.
Yeah, thank you.
And from there, we'll go ahead and shift over to Medi searching Alejandro's house. So there's a couple of things that you notice upon coming in. The big one is that the television is still on and it's tuned to a classic movie channel. Other than that, why don't you go ahead and make an investigate roll?
Okay.
Just looking around for clues. What would you like to?
Well, I think first up might be to maybe see if Alejandro's home.
Oh no,
No,
he's
no
gone.
one's home.
No one's home. And the
Um.
door was open.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna have to head right in. Maybe just like double check. Like probably see give a knock. Say no.
No
Um.
response.
Pardon?
No response.
No response. Okay. Well. She said. Well, I'm coming in then. Then as soon as she steps in, probably didn't has a look around. Kitchen, anything like to see if Hunter left anything behind, or just
Okay.
basically just vanished.
Yeah. Um. Let me see. Yeah, go ahead and with this, it would be just a base investigation roll to see what
Okay.
you can find.
Okay, and
What would you like to use as your power tag?
let's see. Eye for detail, and I think um I think I want to try using a little bit of my mythos side, some sorcery.
Okay. How does that look when Lily is calling on the celestial serpent? What does that look like?
Probably like probably like a chant, some like like light chanting in Chinese, but like for like just commanding like the spirits kind of view that to hear her.
Okay. And what is the effect when you use the sorcery? Like, does it help you see what you wouldn't normally be able to? What impact does it have on your investigation?
I'd say allows her to kind of see things like she wouldn't uh hadn't been normally able to, like I guess like in this case somewhat psychometric
Okay.
like residue.
Okay.
Yeah, just asking like the house. She's asking the house to just replay like what it might be what remembers.
Okay. Then I would say also you could invoke forensics,
Okay.
and I am going to call on your weakness of hallowed ground.
Oops. Well.
So go ahead though, you still have a +2.
Okay.
And don't forget to mark that as invoked because that's how you gain attention and level up later.
Okay. I'll make sure to just add that. Ah, that's a 6.
Okay. What
The
happened?
house is not being cooperative.
It doesn't say on my list what they do in the case of a 6.
Which move?
Investigate.
Not only do you not get answers, you the GM actually choose what the consequences. So they could be put in danger, they mess something up, or just you kind of give them some sort of no, don't do that.
Okay. Then
Either that or they don't learn anything at all.
okay. Let's see. So I think there's a couple of things that I'm going to give you regardless, but then you will have danger in response because that's a little bit easier for my brain to parse. There's a couple of things of note. Alejandro has a termination notice from the lumber mill. Apparently, he had been arguing with coworkers about safety concerns for the mill. And even though he's been missing for a week, his clothes are all still put away, and there's a suitcase unpacked in his closet. But after you see this, you notice the TV shifts like it's going backward, running in reverse. And I'm going to have you do face danger.
Okay.
So you are going to try to avoid an incoming hit, endure harm, resist malign influence, or hold it together. So the thing that you are trying to avoid is gunshot 2.
Okay.
So go ahead, and if you have any tags that you think could help you avoid that, call them out, and then you'll make a plus power roll.
Okay.
And this is tied to the previous action, so you would not be able to use sorcery, forensics, or eye for detail.
Okay. I'm thinking. Probably counterspells wouldn't quite work, but I guess. Well,
I would count
aiding.
it.
Okay.
I'll count it.
Okay. And transformation spells.
Yeah, definitely
Okay.
could come in as impact. I also, to further encourage you to think of lateral thinking, I would encourage you to use the one good thing in my life,
Okay.
because you're avoiding the gunshot for her.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's do that then. That's a 9.
Okay?
Yeah, that's a 9. Yeah.
Okay. So you take the status, but it's at a -1 tier. So you're going to take grazed 1.
Okay.
As what happens is whenever this television comes back into working order, there is a man in a white hat on the TV, and he shoots his gun, and it comes out of the TV at you, grazing your arm.
Okay. Um. Also, I don't think that I don't think I see a section on the character sheet for conditions.
Oh, it's under story tags.
Ah, okay. Grace. One. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think she's going to um pro- probably like throw um make an attempt to break the TV.
Okay. Easily done. You break the TV, the image goes off. It's just static.
Okay.
And I think that's where we'll switch the scene, actually. A little bit of danger going on there. But moving to Deacon and Nick and Jade. The lumber mill is a place where you have a lot of, you know, what is the phrase? Untrained labor. Uh, and the place was overseen by a woman named Mildred Cho. So when you come in and ask for the supervisor, you get taken to her. She's about 5'8", broad, strong Korean woman, wearing a red flannel shirt, straight cut jeans, and steel toe boots. Can I help you?
Miss Cho, I heard that we might be able to find a certain somebody over here, man by the name of Alejandro.
Oh, you won't be finding him. I had to let him go.
Interesting. Why's that?
Well, he had problems with people are all at the margins here. They're trying to work, get as much as they can out of, as few workers as they can, right? People tend to cut corners. And Alejandro was not about that. I mean, he's not wrong, but he finally left after last week. Somebody got injured. And after he left, he was a no-show the next day. Between that and the other problems, I had to let him go.
What other problems?
Oh, between the no-show and
Oh, okay.
Where
having
can we find him?
disagreements. I don't know. I haven't heard from him. I wouldn't be surprised if he just left town, went somewhere else looking for work. The mill is about the only place you can go.
I want to investigate her because it definitely sounds like she's holding something back.
Okay. Go ahead then. What tags would you like to invoke?
Everyone's friend and clergy vestments.
Okay.
7.
Okay. So, investigate or convince?
It's gonna be you know what? I'm gonna convince.
Okay. So choose a relevant status with tier equal to power. And you had a power of 2.
I think I'm gonna call this one pressure from the church.
Okay.
You're like, listen, Miss Joe, I understand that having a priest nearby can be kind of, there's a lot of pressure. You shouldn't really lie to a pastor. But also, you feel like you may be judged because of your sins. Don't need to worry about that with me.
Fair. Listen. It's not necessarily that I'm lying. I just had a thought that maybe uh y'all would be Alejandro was always talking about how he wanted to do more. I don't know what he meant by it, but I figured he left town because he had some kind of money. It wasn't from working here, I'll tell you that much. But
When you say some kind of money, how much are we talking?
It'd be enough that if one of my workers had it, they probably wouldn't have had to work for a good 2 or 3 years.
Mm. Turn to face Jade. You got any questions?
Not really. Seems like he skipped town.
No, I think he's still in town. I think he went to ground though.
Do you have his address? I asked Miss Cho.
Yeah, I got his address from, W9s. Technically, I'm not supposed to give it out, but if he's in some sort of trouble, then he's a decent guy. Don't want anything to happen to him.
I got just 2 more questions for you. Hopefully you don't mind.
No.
First one being, there was a death or a severe injury here. Tell me about that.
Listen, I don't want to go into too gory details, but they have hospital stay they're going to. That name I'm not going to give out for privacy reasons.
That's fair. But they're still alive?
Yeah.
Good to know. Oh, well, I suppose that leaves me with my last question for you. You say they, they like to milk people for every dime that they can get out of them. Are you in that camp, or is that just the bosses higher up?
That's the bosses. I get paid $2 an hour more than they get on the floor.
Cool. Are they in the office?
No, they never are.
Hmm. Do you happen to know where I can find one of them?
Or she goes back and gets out a business card. It's Hawthorne's real estate.
Perfect.
If you're looking for them, that's the best way to find them.
Perfect. Thank you. I really appreciate your help.
Yeah.
And I quick pocket the business card and look at Jade and go, well, not sure anything else we can find here. I do need to
No.
make a quick stop, though.
All right, lead the way.
And I'm going to head to the address on the business card.
Okay. When you get there, you come in the door. It's open. And you find Richard Hawthorne on the floor with a very familiar bullet hole.
For a second, I thought you came here because you thought that the Hawthorns were responsible for this. Clearly not.
No, but it definitely complicates things. Came here to give him a piece of my mind, but apparently somebody else decided to take a piece of his.
God damn. The
Oh,
first
boy.
Brant one-liner. Can we have a round of applause for Alan for the first Brant one-liner? There will be more.
I just need sunglasses and
Yeah.
yeah, the CSI Miami scream from what was that? Yeah. No, not Freebird.
Who are
It's the Who. Yeah. Who are you by the
Suicide
Who?
Boulder Junction.
Yeah. CSI Boulder Junction.
I'm gonna.
question? Would you like to
Jade-
circle the wagons at this point to bring people to Hawthorne Real Estate?
It's probably a good idea. Jade, can you get on the horn?
You get on the horn. I'm gonna. Then she walks off and investigate the body. She doesn't
Okay.
like talking to people.
Fair enough. And I'm pulling out my phone and dialing, like mass call as I'm trying to do last rites with one hand.
Oh god. I'm gonna try to see how long this guy's been dead. And
Okay.
just feeling the body temperature.
In this instance, the body is cold,
So
but
it's
no
been a
one's been
while.
here. Now, with others, would you like to For other information, would you like to roll a straight investigate roll?
Oh, this
What-
for me?
Yeah. What tags would you have that you could use for this?
I'm trying to find out, like, determine how long he's been dead, just to see if, like, potentially the attacker is, like, still around.
Okay. Then you don't need a roll for that. Attacker would be long gone at this point.
And then I'm just gonna try to see if I can find anything new on this person that is, like, different from the other body that I investigated. Anything that can, any more evidence, basically.
Yeah. It looks like there's no evidence. This body has been here for a long time.
Oh,
You
older
do
than the-
see that he had a safe, and the safe was open.
wait, the safe is on him?
No. Like in the office, there is a safe.
Oh, okay. And it's open.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
there's nothing
look
inside.
Is there any, like, imprints on the safe to potentially figure out what could be taken?
It does look like there are imprints that could have been from, like, they're about the size of bills.
Bill owe some money. Looks like our guy got robbed, and I'm going to use my mythos reluctantly, because Jay don't really like to interact with the other voice in her head, and tries to channel her snake senses to try to, sniff to see if she can detect the scent of, like, a person or something.
Okay.
That is not the dead one in here with me.
So snake shifting would be the tag you're using?
Yeah, snake shifting and physical empowerment, because I'm enhancing it.
Okay. Then go ahead then and roll investigate with a +2.
All right. Oh, 11.
Okay. So you have 2 questions that you can ask.
Well, considering at this point, you said we've been with the agency for like a year, right? So we've seen
Yeah.
like weird shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna first question: is the attacker human?
In this instance, you don't see any evidence of something that would be inhuman. Mythological, yes. You do see the evidence where Richard is actually in all black attire.
Okay. All right. So potentially, the attacker is human, but potentially maybe they have like magic stuff or whatever.
Some kind of rift, yes.
Okay. Can I sniff out which direction this person went?
I will say yes, you can get a trail. And if you
Where
would
does
like to
he-
follow it, you can do so.
Yeah, I'll just go. I got something, and I'm just gonna start walking.
Okay. With that, if you want to gather together at this point, you certainly can. As you're following this trail.
All right, sure. Don't want to head into danger alone. Jade would like to do that, but me, the player, don't want to be alone.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Hands you the crew.
I would have told everybody that where the body was, and I think I probably would have followed Jade to make sure that they didn't get hurt.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
So-
I'd probably like let the crew know like, oh, I just got attacked
Do you say by what?
by the TV.
Elaborate.
Cowboy on the cowboy on the TV. I suspect Alejandro's likely that who we're looking for.
Wait, Alejandro is the attacker.
That's the suspicion, since this all happened at his place.
Well, one way to find out. I got a trail, and then I'm gonna continue following.
Okay. Are Lily and Serena going to meet up to help with the trail?
Yep.
Okay. As you do, you come to an abandoned hardware store, not far from where you initially came into town. The one thing that's different is it seems like people are avoiding this location. And you see a couple of people that you know would be what we refer to as sleeper. They wouldn't have the sight to see beyond the mist. They walk across the street to avoid the sidewalk near this department store. And when you look in on it, you see it is black as midnight on the inside.
Well, I guess we found our anomaly.
What kind of door does this have?
Just a normal wooden door.
Cool. I'm gonna hit with all I've got.
Okay. Let's go back to the hit 'em with all you got. When you have a clear shot and you use your ability to hit someone or something with all your power, roll plus power. On a hit, you give the target an appropriate status of your choice with tier equal to power. And on a 10 plus, you choose 2. On a 7 and 9, you choose 1. So, what tags will you be using?
Street fighting, dirty fighting tactics, righteous flames. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then go ahead and make your roll at +3.
That's a 10.
Okay. So you choose 2. You can take cover, secure a superior position. If you don't choose this, you can have a status imposed on you. You can get them good or get many of them. You can control the collateral damage. If you can hold the target's attention if possible, or you can gain the upper hand and take 1 juice.
So what I am doing is I look back and forth real quick to make sure, if anybody was around. And you see my hand catch on fire, and I just ball it back real quick. I go, watch this, and put my fist straight through the locking mechanism and ripping it out.
Okay.
So I want to, have the superior position so I don't get anything in return. And I think the other is gain the upper hand when I have a juice.
Okay. So take 1 juice. Since you're not controlling for collateral damage, the structural integrity of this place seems suspect. And you are aware of that. You knock the door in. The door goes into this sheet of darkness. And it's not regular darkness. It's almost like where the hardware store ends is where it becomes normal light. And this is like middle of the afternoon.
And the Lord said, "Let there be light." And I just walk in with my hand up with the fire.
Okay. Are others following with him?
Yeah, I will follow reluctantly.
Same for Lily?
Yep.
Okay. So as you walk in, you suddenly find yourself in a dusty location. Everything is in black and white. It is a street, but a street from the Old West, where the roads are dirt. And you see a horse and carriage ride through the town, along with a couple of tumbleweeds running by. And you notice that now all of you are dressed entirely in black.
Hmm.
And you see someone matching Alejandro's description run up to you and say, "Oh my God, there's someone else here. Please, please help me. He's after me."
Who
Who
is?
is?
The man in white. And you hear the sound of wah, 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 as you see a tall stranger wearing all white. And as they unholster their gun, that is where we are going to stop today. We'll have to find out what happens in the next episode of Country of Mist. Thank you so much to our audience and our wonderful cast. Stick around so we can show some love by rating one of our friends in the community. But first, our cast is going to remind you who they are and where you can find them in the next month in reverse overlay order, starting with Nick.
Hello, I am Nick. I have been Jade, and you can find me on every social media platform as NickSnat1, that is with the number 1. And as for stuff you can find me in, I am currently in a Dragon of Icespire Peak D&D game at D8 Dungeon, which we play every Friday. Don't remember the Irish time for it, I always forget, but the gimmick of that game is basically we're going through Dragons of Icespire Peak, but at the end of each session, we will roll a dice, and depending on the number on the dice, someone else becomes the DM, meaning that their PC is now the narrator of what is happening during that point in the story. And so, get ready for shenanigans. Next Friday, it will be my turn at the helm, and we'll see how that goes.
Fantastic. Oh, yep, going to Medi next.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Eddie. I've been Lily by this session, and no real social media. I'm you can find me on Blue Sky as under Medipack, and currently no ongoing sort of streams, but there's no ongoing streams at the moment. So this is probably the only one I have. Next, I think that's about it. What?
Hi-
I was reading. I was reading the subtitles.
Heading on to Nox next.
Hi everyone, my name is Noxkitos. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and today I'm Serena Ortiz. You can find me on social media at Nocturnal_7, on Twitter and Twitch, and yeah.
And last but not least, Alan.
Hey guys, y'all know me. My name's Alan, the All-Seeing Eye. Today I played Father Deacon Brandt, the resident drunk asshole priest. You'll actually see me back here next week, as we're not going to be doing King's Gambit. King's Gambit's on hiatus. For a little while, we are going to be starting up a new mini-series, so tune in for that. It is The Fall of Atlantis, which is the short... it's a short 3-shot game by Outgunned, and it's for the new Outgunned Adventures. And actually, 2 of the players here, Nick Nat 1 and Nox, are in that, so come check that out. Afterwards, you'll see me back here sometime next month for Fragments with our very own Synthetic 20. No, I love Chat Ninja. And then hopefully after that we will have Breaking Neon back. And that's it for me, so I'll throw it over to Sin.
And hello, everybody. I am Synthetic. You can call me Sin. If you're still in Dumpster Fire, then what are you doing there? But also, if you want to follow me at asynthetic20, you can. Synthetic20 on Blue Sky. I abhor social media, so you probably won't hear anything from me. But you can find me. Well, next month is going to be a little light. But just shouting out the fact that the first arc of Queensgate Chronicles is coming to an end soon. On the 2nd of December, we will have our next episode because we're taking a break in November. So, follow Queensgate Chronicles or QG Chronicles on Twitter or Blue Sky for that. Nox is involved in that. Another one of our cast members here, Danny, is also there. And there are only 3 people remaining in the cast right now, so we'll see what happens as that closes out. In the meantime, do we know if we are... Let me see. Checking to see if we are rating anyone. There might not be anyone on at this time. My brain was like, oh, looking at my follows, Singularity is on.
Yeah, I don't see anybody else on.
Can we raid my friend Sweet Rosie B? She's live right now with Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm all right with that if you are. Meg, could we do that? Just confirming with our... Okay. Then yeah, can you type out the name in the chat and we'll send a raid on over.
Also, I want to throw a thanks to Meg for tacking. Meg is absolutely fantastic and is just the greatest person ever, and one of the staffers for Singularity.
Absolutely. I'm going to see if I can... Nope, I don't have commands to. So if we can throw a raid to Sweet Rosie B, we will see y'all later.